All right, folks, so I've got a little bit of a different kind of video for you today. So you guys may know this guy right behind me right here. So that is Kofuzi, aka Mike Co. What do you like to go by, actually?
My friends just call me Mike or Co.
Mike or Co. Okay, all right.
So I'm Kofuzi is fine. I'll respond.
All right, so we are in Boulder, Colorado. We're gonna do a little trail run and just kind of have a little chat today. And I have a list of questions that we're gonna go through. And don't worry, I will be asking him what kind of watch he wears. So you've been out here for a few days now. How's the elevation treating you?
I'm starting to get used to it and then I don't have a headache anymore.
Okay.
But anytime there's like a change in effort, like going up this hill or even just up some stairs at the hotel, I'm just instantly winded. Nice.
Okay, so we're gonna get rolling a little bit and then we're gonna ask Mike some questions.
All right.
As we go. Okay, so I'm gonna catch Mike when he's out of breath right here for the next question. So for those of you who don't know who Kofuzi, Mike Co is, he runs a very successful running focused YouTube channel. In terms of the types of content that you have your kind of bread and butter is daily live streams?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of doing a little bit of backfilling.
Okay.
That came much later. I would say that initially the channel started out with basically daily vlogging about running, and that includes everything from reviews to training to recovery, everything, because my goal was just to put out a video every day.
Yeah.
And that became a lot.
Yep.
So it became 6 days a week, and now I'm down closer to 3 and 2.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to do is get out of my kind of comfort zone. My comfort zone is to just make a video and put it out, but I'm trying to work on trying to make them a little bit more thorough, a little bit more polished, but ultimately more entertaining.
Sure, yeah.
And so hopefully quantity is going down, hopefully the quality is going up.
He had a run club a couple days ago in Denver, and the one thing I'm super impressed with Mike's channel is how he's been able to create a very strong community around running. And that's, I think, something that a lot of people that start a YouTube channel, they may not necessarily realize straight off the bat, is that you know, it's like creating videos is fun and it's creative, but there's the other aspect of creating a great community just because of the people that are involved in the same thing. So very impressive.
Well, thank you.
For sure. The other thing I thought was very impressive was when a video that you did, was it earlier this year or last year, was you covering the New York City Marathon.
Yeah, that was last November.
So I'll go ahead and put up some footage right now of what he was doing, but you were basically following along the elites, running at their same pace while navigating through the crowds.
Well, yeah, I was trying, and I'm not following them the entire race.
Yeah.
I see them 2 or 3 times maybe.
Okay.
Depending on which group I'm following. But yeah, I mean, what I'm trying to do is get a sense of what it feels like to be on the sidelines of a race with world-class elites, and doing my best to really convey not only their speed, which I feel like the regular television doesn't always capture, but also the energy coming from the crowds.
Yeah.
So those are the 2 things I really wanted to make sure I documented.
So if you haven't checked out the video, I'll have a link for that in the description below, but incredible feat for sure. So we're obviously, we have our GoPros and stuff with us today, but do you always bring a camera with you when you run?
Yeah.
Wow.
Every day.
That's
impressive. If I'm on the track,
okay.
I probably still will bring it, but I ran a Masters steeplechase last year. And I put the camera down for that. I let my wife film me.
But so even your races, you always carry a camera?
Yeah, all my races.
That's amazing. Notice you have a GoPro today, but what camera do you, I see you usually use a 360 camera, is that right?
I use the GoPro Hero 10 mostly.
Okay.
And then occasionally I will use the Insta360 One X2.
Okay.
when I want to have a little bit of a different, more creative angles in the shot.
No, he's got some absolutely great footage from your, I think your Strava feed, your Instagram. Yeah, so much good stuff. Like, there you go, right there.
I like this run chat format.
You do?
It'd be a nice break on the uphill.
Yeah, exactly. And what is your current favorite shoe?
Nova Blast 3.
All right, there you go.
It could do a little bit of everything.
There you go. I just tried the Metaspeed Skies the other night and was thoroughly impressed with those.
Yeah, I just ran a marathon PR in that shoe.
Yeah, I can believe it. Those are fast shoes. Those are fast shoes. Last year, I believe you purchased a new road bike, or tried to, right?
Yeah, I did get one.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Eventually, yeah.
All right, so that was during the supply chain shortage.
Yeah.
So that was pretty challenging?
It was, because I haven't bought a real road bike before.
Okay.
And I have very little experience inside a bike shop.
Yeah.
And so I just had no idea how things worked, and I really had no idea of the supply chain constraints. And so I was trying to get a bike for my first triathlon, and it was a pretty big search. It took a while.
Is that kind of like coming up for you? Like a lot of try?
I didn't love my first triathlon, and I think it's because I'm just so terrible at swimming. I'd like to get a coach to help me with the swim, because I enjoy the cycling and I love the running, but the swimming is just a chore. And it ruins the rest of the experience for me.
Yeah.
And so I would love to be good at swimming. I need to be able to swim a little bit better before I sign up for another one.
Yeah, it's swimming. It's a rough one.
It's so hard.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll start seeing some bike content on your channel then too.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it for the summer. I kind of don't have any real structured running planned from now until we get deeper into the fall. So I want to do a lot of adventures like we're on today. Some weeks it'll be a ton of mileage, a ton of climbing. Other weeks it'll be not a lot of running at all, getting back on the bike, getting back in the pool, and just really just enjoying fitness and spending time with other people, and not so much worrying about training plans and workouts.
That's awesome. I love it. Love it. All right, so it's kind of funny that our natural conversation off camera is leading to the questions I had lined up. So let's get to it. What watch are you wearing?
Right now, Garmin 255 Music.
255 Music, all right.
Yeah, and I got it with a stretchy band.
Oh, nice.
So I can get it to fit higher up on the wrist, so I don't need it. It's just something I got on Amazon.
Okay, all right.
Nothing fancy,
Okay, how you liking it?
I like it more than any other Garmin I've tried.
Okay, all right. Now, I remember the Matt Legrand video that we all filmed a while back.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
You were wearing a Polar Vantage V at that
Probably
point?
Vantage or Vantage V2. Those have been my favorites, but the Pacer Pro, I think, overtakes it now.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Now, why is that?
Because it does all the things that I actually use with the watch
Uh-huh.
at a lower price point.
It is.
So
yeah.
I'm like, for me, in my lifestyle, I don't see the need for the Vantage V2,
Uh-huh.
and the Pacer Pro takes care of everything else.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was definitely thinking that was kind of like a Vantage V2 Mini, really, in the whole scheme of things.
I mean, it'll be interesting to see where they take the Vantage from here.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know. I don't have any information on it.
Okay.
But where do you go with it when the Pacer Pro does so much?
So in terms of the ecosystems, the Polar ecosystem versus Garmin, is there one that you prefer in terms of training feedback and the smartphone app and whatnot?
Yeah, I prefer Polar.
Okay.
The only thing that I like more about Garmin is when you do a workout, it gives you a quick breakdown of all your work phases. which
Yeah.
for some reason Polar you can't do.
Okay.
And their interface on the web and on the phone is really difficult to look at. Let's say I've done mile repeats. It's hard to see how I've done on those 6 mile repeats.
Okay. Do you just rely on wrist-based heart rate, or do you ever wear a chest strap or anything
I
like
almost always wear an external monitor.
Okay.
On the wrist, it's really unreliable for me.
Yeah.
So that's why I've been doing testing with these stretchy bands. I'm getting it much higher up, and they actually stay there with some of these new lighter watches. And I'd like to be able to use fewer external devices if I can.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's also kind of the reason why I've been testing this watch so long.
Yeah.
Is to see if it's a reasonably reliable heart rate.
It's kind of funny, like I'm not sure possibly if it's our skin tones or something like that, but I don't necessarily get the most as accurate results as some other reviewers out there either. So I'm not exactly sure why that is, but
I'm starting to suspect it's skin tone. I also think it just might be my wrist bone structure.
Okay.
It's like the shape of my wrist, the watch always slides down too close to the wrist bone.
Gotcha.
So that it just introduced a lot of shake.
And speaking of external sensors there, do you utilize running power in your workouts?
I do. I didn't bring the Stride with me for this trip.
Okay.
But I normally run every day with the Stride foot pod.
Do you find that most beneficial in intervals, hills? Where do you like to use that, or just like even steady state?
I like to use it mostly for workouts.
Okay.
So I try to not work out by pace anymore. And I want to work out. I basically have a couple of intensities that I work out at.
Okay.
And I use the power number to kind of guide that. And then try to also look at it as little as possible at the same time. Because I'm really just trying to teach my body what these intensity levels feel like, so that way I could be my own sensor.
Yeah.
And try to really hone in on that a little bit more intuitively.
Yeah.
But using the power meter is more for after the workout than it is during. I've been using it for probably over 4,000 miles now at this point, but still learning, still kind of figuring it out.
Yeah, check out, you've got the review on the Polar Pacer Pro, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go check out that review, and you'll probably have something out on the 255, I hope,
yeah,
too?
in probably about a month.
There you go. Okay, so last question. What's next for Kofuzi, the channel as well as like personal goals for you?
I think for the channel, one of the new kind of tent poles that I have for the channel, I mean, the main one is races, another main one is shoe reviews, but starting to build out these weekend trips, these running adventure videos as a tent pole. Hopefully, I'd like for this to become a bigger part of the channel. So
any personal goals for you this year, like in terms of races?
Yeah, I mean, I hit my big goal for the year at Grandma's a couple weeks ago.
Okay, and what was that exactly?
To run under 3 hours for the marathon. So I finally have a 5th try, finally got it.
Nice.
And so now I'm really looking forward to a summer of very unstructured running and just having fun with running and getting back on the bike a little bit more and letting the body really recharge, and like spiritually, emotionally recharging as well by just having a lot of fun and not worrying so much about training plans.
All right, so we are nearly done with our little trail, run, jog, chat, that sort of thing, but wanted to say an extra special thanks to Mike Kofuzi back there for chatting and jogging today along. Make sure to check out his channel. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but you just reached 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah, this year,
so,
just a little while ago.
Huge congrats to that. So go on over there, subscribe to his channel, especially if you're a runner. Good stuff over there. So, this is actually going to be a start of, I don't want to say a new series, but I'm going to be doing a few more interview style videos coming up, and got a very exciting one coming up later this month, so that you will want to check out. So anyways, subscribe to Mike's channel, make sure to turn on those notification bells for him as well as me, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, Mike.